Hi, welcome. Long time no video from my side, but I decided to share a project I did today where I played all the Fabrics mod version 5. So it's a Fabric loader based mod pack featuring a lot of mods. Create waystones, Industrial Revolution for pulverizer and stuff, smeltery. Yeah, but it's all on Fabric, so yeah, it's not Thinker's Construct, but a port for the Fabric API. We have also a mod which adds regrowable resources in the form of sugarcane clones, where you can have copper sugarcane or copper cane and iron cane, and then the main part is that you can craft them in bulk together and receive the actual resources. I had yeah Besides this mod, we have also Computercraft. So Computercraft tweaked to be specific, which is the newest version, or like the ported version of the original mod with some additional libraries and stuff. And I once again found my way to this mod to tackle the problem of auto-crafting this together. Of course, I'm aware of that I just can, for example, use this automated packing by just using the create mod to push all the items in. But I don't want to use this path, and I don't want to use this automated shaping path. And I am also aware that we have the auto crafting table with the tech reborn mod, but I'm aware and I don't want to use them specifically. I was also aware that the Computercraft mod, as you can see by filtering with add, adds the computers and also all the turtles. So we have the mining turtles, which were commonly used for strip mining automatically and stuff. But I am actually using the query the turtle for the main purpose of with the crafting module, because we can fill up this 3x3 grid with the default recipe, which is available to the player, and just use turtle.craft to craft this recipe and then push it to possible oh to possible oh no, I'm fucking attacked. Damn it. Oh well, what the fuck. Yeah, so I slept, and also now they're burning and we have our silence. I used the turtles for crafting, and I had this idea, so I went into my Visual Studio Code. Yeah, I know, I'm aware that with the current solution, the current resolution, you can't actually read this code that well, but I am always yeah can share this code if you want to. I will also upload this and maybe write a blog post about it if anyone is interested in more detail about this whole project. So I started simply with using chests above and below the turtle to check if to pull items out, check if I have 9 of them and craft them together, and then actually made a quite cool script which has definition at the bottom and front chest. It's using a trick, so I I should we should be able to see this here. Yeah, so there's a specific problem that we actually need to use this front chest to Yeah, exactly. So the Computercraft API allows us to Computercraft to use this inventory methods. And so, for example, you can just wrap per default. This is like the function. So we say, okay, wrap this block at the bottom and front, which is in our case, which was the chest. And then we just say find items with count at the chest bottom, so we pass this chest in, and since we wrap this, we can use, for example, this list method, which returns the items in the attached inventory. So here's the example code, for example. Also, I made parameter find Minecraft chest, just to find the nearest chest list, and then you can iterate over the items. I did exactly that, so I watched if any item has yeah larger size than 9, any stack is larger than a 9, then I return the slot, and then I call this grid crafting function, which selects the fourth slot of the query, then pulls items out. But here we use we actually yeah, I did some crazy shenanigans in the script, but we developed further. So we developed so where I had this script running, which was in total sitting here, for example, and then the chest above and stuff. But I remodeled this since I wanted I found out that you can connect this chest to the network. So as you can see, we have our chest now with our raw sugarcane or resource cane connected to a wired modem. So how does this works? This is just easily crafted, with some stone and redstone. And as you can see, you need to, if you place it, when you place it, you need to right click it. So it shows at the bottom that it connected the with the chest, with the Minecraft chest to the network. So then we need to connect all those modems with a cable, which is also easily crafted with all the other networks. And then we can connect, for example, this turtle. So as you can see, this turtle is facing inside this wired network. And we have also a PC is connected to the network and another PC. And of course, a lot of chests. So if the all blocks beside this are connected, and you need to right click them, and then you can use them as peripherals in your script. We have a specific setup. So as you can see, this is just our storage chest with our wired modem. And then we connect, for example, to this. And in this PC, there's a specific structure I built myself, which is, I called it net require. So for example, or the idea was that we have multiple queries or turtles, which can autonomously craft items by moving items around, and also it can connect to all the chests connected to the system. But we have like 5 of them or 6 of them and 7 of them, and they all share the same code, but I don't want to copy paste them, so I thought about some net requiring. So require is just the idea that someone else or some dudes wrote a script. For example, in this case, we just use this default require, and as you can see, we use this net require, which means try to load this file, and then it finds this file since it's the same naming and executes this code. And at this point, it's just returning this whole file. So I can use, for example, this function, which is defined in this file, net require. The net require, however, uses already the wired feature. So it uses the RedNet, so it's open modem. So we defined that, for example, we are in the ID4 PC, which is this. As you can see, ID has check 4. And this has the modem on the left side. So we need to define in the net require that it is on the left side. And then it can connect to this network and can, yeah, uh, so I can use this net require. This net require function is able to call or to send a message into the network, and a server can answer with it and sends the file content. So, for example, at the left side, so this service here is the #5. So we on our left side we have the 5 folder, and we use also the startup Lua. So a trick, for example, this if I turn off this PC in game and it's started, if I right click it, it starts automatically, or I can restart it, then it runs the file which is called startup.lua. Yeah, so this is a trick how I can auto start this. And this script, for example, is quite simple. It's just also connected to the right side since it's the other side. And this is acting like a server which loads files from his directories and sends them back. So for example, the idea is that in my script on my PC4, I say, okay, load the net storage file. So it's calling or it's sending a message into the network, and this server reacts and says, okay, I load this file if it exists. Otherwise, I send module not found, and then I read this and send it to the client. And the net require script then just receives this, receives module, loads it, and so it is with the environments in my local setup. And then I return just a function which allows me then to net require this and run the functions. So on my server, my library server, for example, this would be a default library. For example, a local for our function has some code, and at the bottom we return this. And now I am able to require code in my network, so I don't need to copy paste, for example, all this code to every turtle. So this net require can be used by any PC, which turtle is also a PC, and it can require the code. So we only need to paste this function, and then we can just load our modules from the network as we want to. Okay, so then our turtle, for example, so we have our turtle here. This has also the startup script. This is ID where, wait, I will show its ID in 0. So this is this one, and this runs this simple turtle script. This turtle script, for example, is kind of outdated since it's, for example, this code is already in our net require, but I didn't move it. This also opens up another RedNet protocol called turtle control, where the different or where clients which connect to this network can send turtle control commands. I built this whole thing, or I let it build with Claude, and I adjusted some parts to work like that it's just receives a command and then tries to execute a file with the arguments given. So as a short example, I guess we can move to this PC and could, for example, call turtle 0. Then we need to specify the recipe name and 1. And then it says, okay, file not found, since we need to also specify the file which needs to execute it. So the idea is you say the ID, then the craft file with these parameters. We're sending this command, and we can, if we jumped here, not enough items to craft. So in our network, for example, or here also not enough items to craft. In our network was no sticks found. So if we push or if we lay sticks in this chest and run the same command again, we need to wait a bit, and then we get a success. Our sticks is 1 removed, and here is the redstone torch, since the crafting turtle just pushes the result above, and then we can move it from here in every chest. So the Computercraft API allows us, for example, I show you the code. The Computercraft API allows us to push items or pull items from any chests which are connected to our peripheral system. And yeah, with the wired modems, all chests on all wired modems, if connected with the right click, are our peripheral system, and we can use it. And oh well, this seems not that good. And yeah, this was the basic start of it. So I could just send one command. And then I thought about, okay, so now we have our chests, and I have maybe some other farms which push items into a chest. And then I want to, yeah, send commands automatically to my turtles to craft them. So the next idea was to, yeah, use this PC here, which runs this code, where we specify our crafting turtle ID, so it can send crafting commands at the end, and we also, yeah, create this control network, which we should not actually need, in my opinion, since this is a PC. We'll try it out if it works without it. And then we use, for the first thing is we use the create.net chest table. Okay, what is this create.net chest table? As you can see, we're using the network module net storage, which is located in my other PC, and we create this create.net chest table. Okay, so to be able to allow our PCs or our turtles to yeah, get the items from the attached network store chests, we actually need to wrap every attached chest. So the idea is that we just get from our modem. This is for example our, yeah, wired modem at the PC, which needs to be passed to this function. And then there's the function get names remote. So this returns all connected devices, turtles, computers, monitors, speakers, everything which can be connected to, yeah, peripheral or wired modems in Computercraft. And then we say, okay, we only want the inventory stuff or only the chests, and then we just create a simple lookup map where we have our name as key and then the actual wrap return, which allows us to use functions, library functions. So this is the inventory return. And this just returns this chests map. And then we have our chests map. So in this variable, for example, just to get an understanding, why is this still here? I thought I deleted this. Did I mess something up? I don't know. This is the old code. Yeah, this was my old function, but this is fine. Open rednet. Yeah, so just to be clear, this returns this create.net chest table. We pass our modem, which is our rednet modem. Then we have our chests. And this is just a table or a lookup table or a key value pair or like in JSON or stuff, which has our ID, our chest ID, and the object behind it. And then we have, for example, this check for bulk craft network operations function, which at the end is just running every 3 seconds in a while true loop, so forever, until it crashes or the PC restarts. But then it's also in the startup, so it just starts back in this loop. And in this loop is we check, we iterate over our map at the bottom. So we have our recipe ID, which is like this key is the recipe ID, which is defined in our craft script here. So here we say iron ingot, recipes iron ingot, the key, and we have our, yeah, 9 items in the slots, like the first 3, then the next 3, and the other one, the bottom row, And of course, with the iron cane, we just have all slots the same item. But for example, the redstone torch recipe is just redstone, then empty, then the stick, and then the rest is also empty. Like if these are those crafting slots. So redstone dust, empty, empty, redstone dust, empty, 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 empty. And with the sugarcane or resource cane, this is all filled up. This is like encoded in this array. Yeah, and then we say, okay, we need to find this item. So this is just the item code for the iron cane. So the resource iron cane. And we iterate over this, and then we use another function which is the count item in storage, where we pass this item. So we pass this item name into this function. At the bottom right, you see already it working. This was, for example, an example command. And we need this count item storage is net storage count item storage. We pass already this chests map. And the item name, and then we iterate over all chests. And yeah, if we found an item or find an item with the item name we provided, we just count a counter up and then return this counter. So this function is just a wrapper function for, okay, check in all attached networks chests for a specific item name and sum up the count of it. Yeah, and so the idea was just, okay, we have check our recipes we want to check. Then we check if we have at least 9 of these items in our network in any chest. I am not aware of any chest, or I'm not care where it is stored, how at least it is stored somewhere in our network. And then if this is the case, we just send a command to our crafting turtle to craft exactly this recipe name. So here we have this connection again, like the growable iron cane, we want to search for it. So we use this here and check if we have enough in storage. And then we can send this recipe name and with the parameter 1 to craft 1. And this runs every 3 seconds. So this PC, this is this PC it's running. So if on startup, it just runs in a loop this check for bulk crafts, and then we say, okay, he found enough for growable ores to iron cane, and then it sends the command to the turtle. And yeah, so we go to the crafting code. The crafting code has some specialties. First is it's very important that the turtle is facing inside this modem so it can connect. For example, if it would be the modem wouldn't be on this side, it won't be able to connect to the modem since on this side it's already this the crafting grid, and at the back it's the inventory. And if you have another modem, for example a wired modem, a wireless modem on the left side, yeah, the only free space would be the front. And then it's also important that the top chest is connected to the network, and also the bottom chest. And also this chest IDs. So for example, if I right click on this, you see in the chat which chest IDs was added to the network. And this is also very important since in our crafting turtle we need to specify like the input and output chests. Why do we need to do this? The whole idea is that the turtle is aware of how many items in our storage, in any chest of our connected storage is, for example, the redstone or the stick is at this chest. And now the turtle needs to get this item actually to craft it. And the idea was, or is, that we know it is there. There's, for example, a helper function which calls which is named get chest slot for item, which returns the chest name and the slot ID where this item is found. And then we know, okay, it's in this chest. Then the turtle moves the item through the network into this input chest, and then it uses suck down to actually get the item inside the turtle places it in the crafting grid, and then yeah, is able to craft. Okay, how do we do this? The main entry point for this craft thing is the craft recipe, where we get the recipe name and the limit. So in this case, we have iron ingot and limit 1. And then we call, first of all, the getter recipe items function with this recipe name. This checks if this loads just the required items. So this is the list, as already mentioned. And then we iterate over this list. And if it's not, then we select the slot. So the turtle selects the slot, and we use this input slot turtle map to map the correct IDs since this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is 4 by 4 and the default crafting grid is 3 by 3, but I can't use the default indexes since this would be the 4 in a 3 by 3, but in a 4 by 4 this is the 5. Yeah, 9. These are such the items, and then the turtle selects the slots and find item in chest calls this find item in chest function with the item name. This item name well, actually, yeah, has also the chests, but as global variable. So the turtle also is aware of any chest in the network. And yeah, searches for the chest and the slot and retrieves the chest name in the slot. When no chest is found, it returns false, and the getter recipe function fails and says, okay, clear the turtle and say not enough items to craft, since the item was not found in any chest of the network. If, for example, the item is found, also the debug print, this is commented, so it's not executed, but yeah, it's keeping. It says pulling item from chest name in slot. So in this case, we know, okay, item Minecraft stick is in chest 12 or 11 and at slot 28, and then it pulls this item out. And here we have this special function. So the chest input calls pull items from the chest name, so this is the network chest, and the slot, and we say only pull one. And since at the top, you have the right side, you can already see it running. At the top it says, okay, select the first slot. Then we try to load this, find this item in our network. Then we pull this into our input chest, which is at the bottom. If you remember, chest 11, or where I adjusted it. And then it says suck down, which finally sucks the first item or at the chest below, or the chest below the turtle into the item which is selected, into the slot which the turtle has selected. So the suck down, or the command for the turtle to get an item into its inventory, is just only, yeah, I have an inventory below myself and I will pull the first item. So for example, if we have multiple items here, we could not specify which item it would suck. It would always suck the first one. So we have to use this workaround where we where we specifically move the item into this chest, which is also connected to the network. And then we say, suck down, and we are totally aware that this item we now pull into our turtle is exactly the item we want to. And we have our slab, then we have our items in our slots. And then we just call it craft with the limit command, which is also be passed via parameters and default 1, and say drop up to push this item at the top chest. Then we also clear the turtle for to be aware, and we return success. And this is the whole magic behind the functionality of this crafting. And yeah, this is actually it. So as you can see, it's just running craft lua, which is just a receiver to receive commands to run files. And yeah, this script is just checking in our whole network if enough items are there, and if enough items are there, we just send those commands for the crafting turtles to craft it. So for example, we see here our coal cane is also, we have a lot of that. And how would we add this recipe? So we go at the top here. We say copy this. Say coal. Then grow able ores coal cane. Yeah, coal cane. And then we use this. Replace. So now our turtle, we need to restart this, is aware of the recipe, like the coal recipe. And then we go into our for PC and need to specify that we want to execute coal or craft coal if coal cane is more than 9. So this is just the table, so we look if in our network is this item more than 9 times there, and if we execute this recipe and send it as crafting command into our network and just let them craft it. And we save this, go into this, and just start it again. And as you can see, already found enough growable ores, and now the command was received and it finished it. And after 3 seconds we should also, and now as you can see, after 3 seconds we get the next command, since this runs every 3 seconds and sends this information to there. And that's actually it. I have also a graphical connection. So we have just our components, like our PCs, which are, for example, our main PC, which is located here, which has some utility stuff, for example, to craft to send directly commands to turtles. Then we have our wired modems, which connects our chests and stuff, and our turtle. So main PC, wired modem, all the wired modems are connected. Our netrequire PC, which runs this netrequire code to allow us to load net modules into our PCs. Our autocrafter PC, which has just this logic of checking our nets, our whole net storage chests for specific items. And then our crafting turtle, which has also the storage chest connected and also is in the wired modem and therefore able to move items around and is able to craft it. I am aware that as there's also the wireless stuff in this mod, but you can't move items between chests if in wireless networks. So therefore we need to use the wired network. I am also aware that in this mod pack applied energistics is added, which has this ME system mod where all of this is actually just one block we can place and do this and add autocrafting. But my whole idea, and I like to code stuff, was to set this up my own and use the turtles for crafting and have a very data-driven based approach, so we can expand this whole thing, copy paste it around, and that's it. The limits of the system, as you can see, for example, in this autocrafter PC, which has these bulk checks, can only call to one crafting turtle. So we could, for example, also would need, and this is then to do, if we have multiple autocrafter computers or PCs, which would spam simultaneously crafting tasks to this one turtle, I guess it could be messed up and lose some crafting tasks or just break. And definitely needs to be abstracted a layer above, so we know, okay, is this turtle available for crafting? Is it at the moment crafting? Is it finished? And so on. Or you just make it very basic, and for every autocrafter PC script, you have only one dedicated crafting turtle. Yeah, so no other limitations are made. So I could, for example, just add another chest here, pull, yeah, place the items, for example, here, and then can say redstone ranting crush, yeah, craft redstone torch. Has it already done? Yeah, it's too fast, and it's crafted the thing, the redstone torch, removed one stick, and also the redstone. So this is very, very, very scalable and easy to set up. I will probably, if someone is actually interested, can make another video with better graphics, for example, also to show how to set this up in survival or in creative, and how I get this view, for example, in your Minecraft launcher. You have somewhere the mod pack, then it saves the world, and in the world is a folder with the Computercraft where the computers are, with the IDs listed, and that's it. So you get this. So this is very nice adjustable approach for autocrafting and networks in Computercraft, and I will build my whole run, I guess, in this season with not applied energistics or applied energistic at the end, but also Computercraft for those simple autocrafting tasks like this ball crafting. And I hope the video was a bit understandable for some of them. I think maybe my language and also the whole pace and abstraction levels, and maybe also the quality of the video is also not that good. But I hope I could share something, and maybe someone can use the approach I shared here in some scripts he or you want to use. I have also can run the storage status file, which also just connects, or which loads the net modules, connects to the RedNet, and here we can see the top 10 items in all the chests in my network. So I have the 129 iron ingots, 200, you see the numbers. And of course, in all connected chests to the network. So this chest, for example, is not connected to the network since no wired modem is besides them. So the items won't be shown here, but if you connect them, they would be shown here. But I will want to restart this so it autocrafts stuff. And I will add the rest of the crafting recipes to this, and then maybe have some other approach, other stuff. For example, this view we had here, the storage status view. You can also write them on a nice monitor, but I was not able to do this today. And also a nice tip, or just nice to know, is that the turtle actually don't uses up any coal since crafting, and it's not moving. And also a trick, I don't know, maybe you already know this, but if you place a turtle and, for example, it's like, oh no, it's the chest is here, I need to turn it, you can just turn left, and then it turns 2 times. Well, it's just left, so then it turns and yet again, and then so you can easily move them. and don't forget to right click them if placed. For example, why is this red or this is stone? As soon as some computer or so connects or uses this wired modem, it gets like the stone texture, and this is just only a passive one, if you could call it, since there's no PC connected, only the chests. But yeah, the middle one needs to be red to yeah visualize that it's connected to the network actually. And yeah, if you have any questions, hit me up on Discord. Also the code I will share if someone writes in Discord. Otherwise, I don't will yeah take the time to make this. Yeah, see you.